Hello everybody, this is DeanoGTO, and this is going to be a very quick video, and actually quick this time hopefully. So, yeah, this is going to be about this weekend special, double XP for all tanks in the game, more specifically this mission here, Military Parade Heavy Tanks. So what this is going to do, it's available to complete as many times as you like. It's available from today until the 16th at 6 AM, so pretty much Monday night. So all you really need to do is win a battle and be among the top 10 players on your team by the following parameter: experience earned. So, providing you meet those conditions, you're going to be earning double XP for every game. Yes, it's a weekend, and yes, it's going to be a nightmare. But this is also something I should point out. Just because it's a special for heavies this month does not mean that the other classes don't really get much. Think about it like this: what do heavy tanks have that other classes don't have? Think about that for a second. The answer is they're big, they're slow, they have a ton of health, and, well, if you're a tank destroyer, a light tank, or an artillery, this is a pretty awesome weekend for you. Because, well, if you think about it, light tanks are tiny, they're quick, and they're fast firing for the most part. So yeah, they're pretty much the polar opposites of the heavy tanks. And then there's the tank destroyers, which have huge pen, massive alpha, or rate of fire guns, and they're going to shred heavy tanks for a ton of health really quickly. So this is a really good weekend for heavies, for pretty much all classes. The mediums may struggle a little bit if there's just an onslaught of just nothing but heavies, but tank destroyers and light tanks and all are going to love this weekend because, well, first off, spotting damage in light tanks is going to be mental. The amount of damage the tank destroyers can farm is going to be mental as well, because the teams are going to overall have more health than they've had recently, because a lot of people have been driving light tanks. So teams for the most part have had a lot less health than they normally would have. So yeah, this is going to be a pretty sweet weekend for the most part. And also, even if you're just playing other types of heavies or other types of vehicles, you need to be playing for this mission here. You need to be playing vehicles which are not heavy tanks. So that's basically what this mission is. So let's see. So destroy vehicles of type heavy tanks, and this basically means if you kill 5 enemy heavy tanks, you get 2 personal reserves that are 100% bonus for an hour to your XP. So that basically is going to mean you get your standard amount of XP, which says 1,000. You get the times 2 from winning, so that goes up to 2,000. And then there's also this additional 100%, which put it up to 3,000. So that's just like how you would think about this. It's basically giving you a free ×3 this weekend if you manage to meet the conditions for the previous mission. So yeah, and there's also another thing I should just point out. If you're playing lower tier heavy tanks as an example, tier 5s have a 50% discount, tier 6s have a 30% discount, and KV and things like the tier 7s like KV3, T29 and all have a 30% discount. So tier 6 and 7, 30%. Tier 5, 50%. So this is a really good weekend for getting through heavy tanks quickly. Especially if you're on like the lower stages of a line, this is like the perfect time to get through them quickly. And also, don't think this doesn't help the higher tier vehicles. For some reason my voice cut out there for a second. If you're say on an AS3 and it's pretty much bone stock and you only have like the engine and maybe the radio or something like that there, this is a great time to try and get the BL9 unlocked, because you will have this gun from the IS. So this is a really, really good time to grind the XP for the top gun. So yeah, that's basically how you should look at this here weekend. It's either a time to get to the next tank quickly, or it's time to get the modules for a new tank you just unlocked. Like me personally, whenever I'm home from work on the weekend, I am probably going to put an hour or 2 in each night to just try and get a couple of modules unlocked on this thing. I'm not going to install any of them for the time being because I do want to do the stock tank showcase thing of this tank. But I think the reason why the M46 one was kind of ignored for the most part was because it's the M46 and everybody's played the M46 at this point because it's such an old tank. The Chinese heavies for the most part are still a pretty rare tank to see. A lot of people didn't bother going down the line, probably primarily because the 110 for the most part is kind of a sucky tank, if I'm totally honest. But yeah, I'm going to try and use this here to unlock a couple modules on this thing here, and that's primarily what I'm going to do. So yeah, I'm also actually going to try and get light tank 15 done as well, because a massive opportunity to get a significant amount of spotting damage. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this weekend because of that. So yeah, let me know if you're going to try and take advantage of this here. And yeah, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.